There was once a king who had 3 daughters, all lovely maidens, but the youngest, Psyche, excelled her sisters so greatly that beside them she seemed a very goddess, consorting with mere mortals. The fame of her surpassing beauty spread over the earth, and everywhere men journeyed to gaze upon her with wonder and adoration. As they thronged in ever-growing numbers to worship her loveliness, no one anymore gave a thought to Venus herself.
This is preposterous. All the honor once mine were given to a mere girl destined someday to die. Eros! Eros! Eros!
Venus! Honor, you summoned me?
Ah, yes, Eros. Would you like to visit the mortal world?
The mortal world?
Indeed. You see, there's this mortal girl. Psyche is her name. Make the husband fall madly in love with the vilest and most despicable creature there is in the world. It is your job, after all. Take your arrows down to the earth and find her. Make Psyche pay for disrespecting a goddess.
What happened, however, was that she did not love nor was loved. As he looked upon her, it was as if he had shot one of his arrows into his own heart. He was deeply in love with her, and he was ready to do anything. Men were content to look and wonder and worship and then pass on to marry someone else. This was of course disturbing to her parents, so her father traveled to an oracle of Apollo whom Cupid asked for help. Accordingly, Apollo said that Psyche, dressed in deepest mourning, must be set on the summit of a rocky hill and left alone.
You should have left me before, because the beauty that has drawn down upon me the jealousy of heaven. Now go, knowing that I am glad Madam is coming.
And that there her destined husband, a fearful winged serpent, stronger than the gods themselves, would come to her and make her his wife. On the hilltop in the darkness, Psyche sat, waiting for she knew not what terror. There, as she wept and trembled, a soft breath of air came through the stillness to her, the gentle breathing of Zephyr, the sweetest and mildest of winds. A mansion stately and beautiful, as though built for a god, was seen before her eyes. No sound was to be heard, the place seemed deserted, and Psyche drew near, awestruck at the sight of such splendor. As she hesitated on the threshold, voices sounded in her ear. She could see no one, but the words they spoke came clearly to her.
We are your servants, ready to do whatever you desire.
I know that after all these things that happened throughout the day and the night, with the coming of the night, I know my husband would be here with me.
And so it happened. When she felt him beside her and heard his voice softly murmuring in her ear, all her fears left her.
Without seeing you, that you were no monster or cheap terror, but the lover and husband I have long been waiting for.
Every night will be as beautiful as this morning.
heart, but you are the love of me.
I'd wait a million more for you.
This half and half companionship could not fully content her. Still, she was happy and the time passed swiftly.
With the privilege of being yours would do.
One night, however, her dear though unseen husband spoke gravely to her and warned her.
There's danger coming in the shape of your sisters. They are coming to the hill where you disappeared. To weep for you, but you must not let them see you, or you will bring great sorrow upon me and ruin yourself.
I promise I will not.
Do what you will, but you are seeking your own destruction. You are not to be persuaded by anyone to see me on pain or being separated from me forever.
No, I would never do so. I would die 100 times over rather than to live without you. But give me this joy to see my sisters.
If that is what you want,
The next morning the two came brought down from the mountain by Saphir. But when at last they entered the palace, and the elder sisters saw its surpassing treasures, bitter envy took possession of them and a devouring curiosity.
He was a young man, going out on a hunting expedition, and giving you gold and jewels. Take this back with you, and I have Saphir to take it back with me.
All my wealth was nothing compared with Psyche.
We need to plan on how to ruin her.
That very night, Psyche's husband warned her once more.
I'm warning you once again, my love Psyche. Let them not come back again.
Why are you being like that to me? Are we also forbidden to see all others, even my sisters who are so dear to me?
He yielded as before, and very soon the two wicked women arrived with their plot carefully worked out.
How is your husband treating you, Psyche?
Never had set your eyes on him. Didn't know what it means.
We knew for the fact that he was not the man, but the fruitful servant of all his oracle had declared he would be.
He's scared now, no doubt. If you can certainly turn upon him sometime and before you.
It would be the reason why so often you never let me see him. There must be something very wrong for him to shun the light of day. What shall I do? When the night comes, you must get a knife and a lamp and put it near your bed. When your husband is fast asleep, you must leave the bed, light the lamp, and get the knife.
Steel yourself to conscience swiftly to the bottom of the frightful dream, the light is within his room.
If not, we will believe.
We carry you with us when
When evening came, however, she had given the struggle up. One thing Psyche was determined to do: she would see him.
Hello, you are no monster at all. Sweetest and fairest of all creatures.
Love cannot live when there is no trust.
Good of dog. He was my husband, and I, wretch that I am, could not keep faith in him. Is he gone from me forever?
And she started on her journey. She had no idea where to go. She knew only that she would never give up looking for him.
I can spend the rest of my life searching for him. If he has no more love than for me, at least I show him how much I love him. There is no hope for me, neither in heaven nor on earth. I will go straight to Venus. loving you. I'm offering myself as humbly as a servant,
Her husband, I have nothing to do with you. My son Eros almost died with a burning when you have given, but really, you are so plain and ill-favored girl that you will never be able to get you a lover except by the most diligent and painful service. I will therefore show you my goodwill to you by training you in such ways. By nightfall, this must be all sorted. See it for your own sake.
Psyche, left alone, sat still and stared at the heap. Her mind was all in maze because of the cruelty of the command, and indeed, it was of no use to start a task so manifestly impossible. But at this direful moment, who had awakened no compassion in mortals or immortals, was pitied by the tiniest creatures of the field, the little ants. This was what Venus found when she came back, and very angry she was to see it. Then she gave Psyche a crust of bread and bade her sleep on the ground, while she herself went off to her soft fragrant couch. She could keep the girl at hard labor and half starved her too. That hateful beauty of hers would soon be lost. The next morning she devised another task for Psyche, this time a dangerous one.
Down there near the river bank are shipped with pieces of gold. Go fetch me some of their fine wool.
When the worn-out girl reached the gently flowing stream, a great longing seized her to throw herself into it and end all her pain and despair. But as she was bending over the water, she heard a little voice from near her feet, and looking down saw that it came from a green reed. "You must not drown yourself, dear Psyche. Things were not as bad as that. The ship were indeed very fierce, but if evening to rest beside a river, you could go into the thicket and find plenty of the golden wool hanging on the sharp briars."
Goddess, here is a quantity of the shining wool.
Someone help you. Never did you do this by yourself. I'll give you an opportunity to prove that you really have the stout heart and the singular prudence that make you such a show-off. Do you see that black water which falls from the hill yonder? It is the source of the terrible river, which is called Hateful, the river of Styx. You are to fill this flask from it.
This time her savior was an eagle, who poised on his great wings beside Psyche, seized the flask from her with his beak, and brought it back to her full of the black water. But Venus kept on. One cannot but accuse her of some stupidity. The only effect of all that had happened was to make her try again.
I'm giving you this box which you are to carry to the underworld, and ask Proserpine to fill it with some of her beauty. You should tell her that I really need it. I was worn out from nursing Eros.
Her next trial she brought upon herself through her curiosity, and still more her vanity. At this juncture, the god of love himself stepped forward. Cupid was healed of his wound by now and longing for Psyche. the god flew up to Olympus, he wanted to make certain that Venus would give them no more trouble, so he went straight to Jupiter himself. Then he called the full assembly of the gods and announced to all, including Venus, that Cupid and Psyche were formally married, and that he proposed to bestow immortality upon the bride. In the end, love is the only thing that counts.
Doesn't matter if the stars forget us. It doesn't matter if the world don't know our names. It doesn't matter if they talk about us. It doesn't matter, 'cause we are in love. We are in love. We are in love. We are in love. Every color in the world is in your eyes, and everywhere you look, you shine a light. Hollow is the night until I saw you. I came back to life when I saw you. It doesn't matter if the stars forget us. It doesn't matter if the world don't know